naman ng inyong Spagelo at meron ako ulit ituturo sa inyo ng math video topics. Turo ko ngayon, Introduction to Quadratic Function. A quadratic function is a second-degree polynomial represented as f of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c, or y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. So kung babalikan natin yung previous topics natin, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 is called quadratic equation. Siya equal to 0. And if we use the function f of x or y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, that is already quadratic function. So there are two forms of quadratic function. One is the so-called vertex form in the form of y equals a times the quantity of x minus h squared plus k. The other one is the general form y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So, ang gagawin natin ngayon is we're going to transform quadratic functions from vertex form to general form and vice versa. So, let us consider these quadratic functions. Number 1, we have f of x is equal to x squared minus 4x minus 10. Okay, so kung mapapansin natin, yung number 1 is in the form of general form quadratic function. You have f of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Same with number 2. Yung number 2 is f of x equals x squared minus 6x minus 6. Then yung numbers 3 and 4 are examples of a vertex form quadratic function, that is y equals a times the quantity of x minus h squared plus k. Then yung number 4 ganun din. So what we're going to do is doon muna tayo sa number 1. Ang gagawin natin dyan is transform natin to from general to vertex form. Dito tayo sa baba. Number 1, we have f of x equals x squared minus 4x minus 10. First step, para solve natin yan is we're going to separate first yung x squared tsaka yung 4x. Lalagay lang natin siya ng parentheses. So that is x squared minus 4x minus 10. So, yun yung matitira sa labas. Then, next step is, so if we're going to remember yung completing the squares dun sa quadratic equation, ganun yung gagawin natin dito sa loob ng parentheses. So, that will be x squared minus 4x plus. So, kung titingnan natin tong negative 4, dito natin ginagawa yung completing the square, di ba? Para magawa natin yan, that becomes 4 divided by 2 equals 2. Then, square natin siya, di ba? So, 2 squared, that is also we're going to add 4 here. And minus 10. Then, lagay din natin dito sa labas. This time, it will be minus. Minus. Yan. So, the next step is, write lang natin yung f of x equals, yung nasa loob ng parenthesis is already a perfect square trinomial. So, we can write it as a square of binomial. That is, we take the square root of x squared, that is x. Square root nitong 4, which is 2. Then, copy the sign ng gitna. Quantity squared. Then, sa labas, minus 10 minus 4. So, that is negative 40. So, yan na. Ating final answer in ano na siya. Naka-vertex form na siya. So, from general form to vertex form. Okay? Okay, doon naman tayo sa number 2. We have f of x equals x squared minus 6x minus 6. So, kagaya kanina, we have f of x equals, separate lang natin itong dalawa. Kita yung parenthesis, x squared minus 6x minus 6. Then, write natin ulit, f of x equals, so yung completing the square, no? Sa negative 6, so you have x squared minus 6x plus, lalagay natin dito para maging perfect trinomial or perfect square trinomial ito. Natin yung lahati ng 6. Kaya dyan ba? 6 divided by 2. That will be 3. 3 squared will be 9. Ito ay magiging minus 6. Yung plus dito magiging minus dito. Minus 9. Yan. So this becomes now f of x equals, so alam na natin na perfect square trinomial na ito. We can write this as a square binomial. So you have x, then dito sa 9 you have 3, then kunin natin yung sign ng gitna, so minus quantity squared. You have your negative 6 minus 9, it's negative 15. So ang final answer natin is you have f of x equals x minus 3 quantity squared minus 15. So ano na siya, vertex form na siya. So yun yung sagot. Then, tayo sa number 3. Number 3 na. Sulat lang natin yung given. We have y equals 3 times the quantity of x minus 2 squared plus 4. Taas lang natin siya. Ayan. So, dito naman mapapansin natin na yung given ay naka-vertex form na, no? So, i-convert lang natin siya to standard. Okay? Yeah. Gagawin na, this is from, ano pala, uh, vertex form to general. General form natin. So, our first step is, write muna natin. So, y equal. Copyin muna natin. Then, this one, kunin natin yung square ng binomial ng x minus 2. So, you have square the first term. So, that is x squared. Then, multiply natin to. X times negative 2. Negative 2x times 2. Negative 4x. Then, square the last term. So, that is negative 2 squared magiging positive. Plus 4. Plus. So, actually, to lesson na to previous grades, diba? Square of binomial. So, yan yung rule. Square the first term, multiply the first and the second term by 2, then square the last term. Kaya natin nakuha yung sagot. And the next step is, we have y equals, kung number sa labas times lang natin sa loob. So, you have 3 times x squared, you have 3x squared. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12x. 3 times 4 is plus 12. Nilagay na natin yung plus 4. So, ang magiging final answer niyan, naka-general form na. So, 3x squared minus 12x plus 16. So, that is already in general form. So, review lang natin. No? Yung general form is in the form of ax squared, y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So, tayo sa number 4. Number 4 natin. Yan. Okay muna natin. Number 4. We have y equals negative 2 quantity of x minus 1 squared plus 5. Yan. Siya. Okay, so pag tinignan natin yung number 4, ganun din, ano? Naka-vertex form din siya. Gagawin natin siyang general. In this case, unahin natin yung merong square. So that becomes y equals negative 2 sa quantity of, ito muna, no? X. So square the first term. So x squared minus yung gitna, x times 1 times 2. That is 2x. Negative 1 squared, that is magiging plus 1. Then, copy plus 5. Then, next step natin is times natin by negative 2. Nasa loob ng parenthesis. So, you have negative 2 times x squared. So, that's negative 2x squared. Negative 2 times negative 2x, that is positive 4x. Negative 2 times 1, that is negative 2 plus 5. So, final answer natin dyan is y is equal to negative 2x squared plus 4x, negative 2 plus 5, that is positive 3. That is our final answer, written in general form. So, that is how we solve for the transform, kung paano nag-transform from general to standard form, sorry, vertex to general form, then general to vertex form. Okay? So with that, that ends our math video topic for today. Hope you understand the topic or the lesson. Have a good day.